Is it raining up there? Hey, yo, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the All Pro JAFFOs, the 200th episode, falling on Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. Welcome to the show where we bring you the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. Big show for you today. I'm your host, JP.
Hey, yo.
And with me, as always, the 6'10 beast from the southeast, Mr. Country Kite.
What's up?
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
And again, welcome. It is Cinco de Mayo, the day for celebration of a battle that Mexico won, not the Independence Day, just a battle, where we come together and just celebrate with a few Coronas and other people's Modelos. Cheers to everybody. And like I said, we got a pretty big of a show today. We got Hans coming on in a little bit, hopefully this time. We got Corey coming on at 8. So that's going to be a very interesting conversation, but we've got so much shit to be able to talk about. And we're just, since it's the 200th episode, and by the way, if you've been with us for this entire time, we appreciate the hell out of you, and thank you for being with us on this long and fun ride that it's been this entire time. 200 episodes down. Let's do 100, maybe 200, maybe 300, 400, 500 more. Either way, we keep the show rolling because we love to do it and we love talking to the people in the process. So, Kay, we've been 200 episodes down. In this entire time that we've been doing this show, what's one kind of and I know this is kind of like sprung up on you. It's not something that we talked about off of the show. But what was one thing about this whole experience so far that you've kind of enjoyed throughout these 200 episodes?
Just man, I always enjoy just really just talking about sports and stuff like that. Like, uh,
He was there. Uh-oh. Something happened to Kay. Oh, there he is. Everything good? Nope. Checked out for a quick second. We'll get back in there. Let's see. What do we got here? So while we're waiting on Kay to come in and waiting on whoop, 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 whoop. That's not you getting woozy, people. Trust me. I know Cinco de Mayo has been long for you guys so far at this point in the day, at least. Let's see. Waiting on Kay to get back. Get Hans in here, and get Kay once he figures out all of his stuff. Um, at least to kind of make up for the time. For me, the whole thing of being able to kind of go talk with San Jose State, this whole time that we've been in conversations and stuff with the A7FL. Um, the whole experience in general has been awesome because, again, this is something that we kind of do on our own time and our own dime and everything like that too. Um, but we love doing it. We love talking about sports. We love coming up, every week talking about everything that happens to be on our mind. And, like I said, I appreciate everyone who's been supportive throughout this entire ride. Kay, before you went off, everything good, man? Uh-oh. He's driving back home, and I think
Everything's
he's
fine. Yeah, everything's fine.
all right. So, what was your a moment or whatever that you can think of throughout this time?
I don't really have a moment. I'll just more just say I just enjoy, speaking on sports and giving my take on things and things of that nature. Like just everything we do and having these discussions and conversations and just getting in depth and I think that's just like really cool.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I think, like I was saying, the fact that the amount of people that we've gotten to meet and talk to throughout this whole um process, like I said, it's been a fun one. Um, you know, building the relationship with everybody at the A7FL and um building the relationship and stuff at San Jose State and everything else like that. You have to forgive me, people. I thought the hat would be a good idea, but as big as my head is, the thing is going to be already you can see the red mark right here on the forehead. Don't want that to be there for a long period of time. So, thought the hat would be a good idea. Probably not. Let's see here. Uh, so we were gonna have Sunshine on today, but he's at a wedding, and I'm actually going to be seeing him tomorrow. So we'll see if we could get some sort of like Formula One talking or whatever the short time I'll be seeing him. Um, let's see. Give me 1 second. It looks like looks like I'm dying. Oh, that's what it looks like. Mad Six couldn't step away, huh? Guess not. Let's see. Have you ever had Corona in a can? Or have you only ever had it in a bottle? I don't even know if Kay can hear me. Can you hear me, Kay? No, he's driving. Everybody at the Jaffa Army getting a nice view of the inner thigh of Country K. Let's see. Let's get some scores up here. We got the Mhm. After the game between the Warriors and the Lakers, you think the Warriors are going to end up winning the series? Kid can't hear me. I can only talk for so long, Kay. I need you. Is he it? Well, he dropped it.
Phone fell by the the pedals.
I was about to say, I'm like, what am I looking at right here?
So what's been going on in the sports world?
I was just about to ask you. I was like, you think the Warriors are going to end up beating the Lakers?
No,
No?
no,
Damn, even after 127 to 100, huh?
they won at home. That's what you're supposed to do. You're defending champs. You're supposed to win at home.
Well, they did also lose one, so
Yep.
they're going to have to steal one in LA then.
Don't
Some
see
people
how
are saying it's going to be another 7-game series.
that's what they want.
Is that not possible?
Anything's possible according to Kevin Garnett.
Quick question for you, Kay. Have you ever had Corona in a can?
Yeah.
Do you like it better in a can or in a bottle?
Corona in both settings are equally trash.
Thanks.
I mean, you asked.
I
I'm not
did.
a beer guy. I'm not a beer guy, but Corona's pretty bad.
It does taste different in a can. You got to give it that. As long as it does the job, right?
Yeah, I mean, you drink enough of some shit, a lot of shit can get you there.
It's also true.
You drink enough of grape juice, you'll be drunk as a motherfucker.
Really?
No, dude. I'm bullshitting.
I was about to say, I was like, wait, what? So that's a piece of information I didn't know.
I mean, try it. I'm not 100% sure. I could be true. I know wine's made from grapes, so
Yeah, but I don't think the alcohol comes from the grapes. I could be completely wrong. I have no idea. I don't know how that whole process goes. Is there anybody playing to? Oh, okay. Wait.
well,
What?
we can't get into technicals because then it'll make it seem like I'm actually making liquor on my own. I just get high and watch fucking informational fucking videos on YouTube, and I learn a bunch of different shit so I can be able to break down the process. Just because I get high in the middle of the night, like I could tell you how to build a clay house out of dirt and water and fucking termites, termite hole held whatever the fuck home or whatever.
Damn.
I don't know. Yeah, them motherfuckers in Cambodia is resourceful as shit.
So wait, did did Philly and Boston already play?
They're playing right now.
Oh, not updated. Why is it not? Oh, no. Boston won.
And
Boston won the
okay,
game
yeah,
114 to
Boston won, yeah.
102.
Yeah, but what's the name got in the scuffle? Joel Embiid, Grant Williams. That's why I said, oh
Oh,
shit.
hold on. I just saw the video. He tried to jump over him and straight up
Land on
stepped
his head,
on.
yeah.
Damn, bounced his face right off the floor. Yeah, but he didn't do that on purpose, though. That was purely an accident. That was purely an accident that Embiid stepped on his face or the back of his head. And Stavs, if you're watching, my friend, you can comment on the thing. We can have you on the show there. You can comment yourself, my friend. You don't have to text me letting me know. Damn, the 114, 102. Denver and Phoenix. This must not be refreshed or something because what the hell? Says they start at 7 p.m. There's no updates on the scores. It's almost 7:30. What the fuck is going on here? Damn, case they have a problem. He's there, but he's not there. How's everybody doing on this Cinco de Mayo? It's a lovely Friday. I feel like Cinco de Mayo couldn't have come on a better day. Only way it could have been better is if it was on a Saturday. Friday's good though. It's a good day to start the weekend. There he is. Well, he's there. No, covered up. Uh-oh. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta get him in here. Yes, sir.
What's going
Ladies and
on, man?
gentlemen, the one and only.
Man,
Hans Themisode, ladies and gentlemen, he's here. Hans, how is it going, my friend?
I'm cool, man. Sorry I'm a little late.
Uh, it's all good, man. I know it's been a busy few weeks for you.
For sure. I'm exhausted, man.
How was the hangover from Garcia Davis?
Legendary. Legendary. I'll put it like that, man. Ridiculous, brother.
I mean, me and Kay, uh, we were watching the fight at our friend's house. You know, shout out to Aaron and Jocelyn for hosting a little viewing party that we had. And God, I forgot what I think it was either the third or the fourth where Davis put Ryan down the first time. Um, as soon as that happened, I just had a feeling that it was only a matter of time. But oh, oh no, what is going on? This this is my this is this my connection? This has to be my
No,
nope. There you are.
no, that was me. That was me.
Okay. Because I forgot what round it was, either the third or the fourth.
Go with the second.
Second round. As soon as that happened, I was like, "Oh shit, Ryan's in trouble." I was like, "Ryan's in a whole hell of a lot of trouble here because he did not see that left hand whatsoever."
For sure, 100%.
Um, and when it happened, we all looked at each other like, "Oh, this might be an early fight." And I looked at Kay before, and he's like, "Who do you think's gonna win?" I was like, "I have no fucking clue." I was like, "But I feel like somebody's going down in the 6th or the 7th. Somebody is." I was like, "I don't know who it's gonna be, but somebody's going down." And then 7th round, Davis comes and hits Ryan with it was quick as shit because
Yeah.
on TV we originally didn't even see the shot.
Mhm.
We just saw Ryan kind of back up, and then I saw him wince a little bit. I'm like, "Oh no. Oh no, he got hit in the liver."
Yeah.
And then he took the knee. I'm like, "Oh no, this might be bad." Because I've seen people get hit with the liver shots, and it's very few and far between when you see people get up.
Yeah.
Those are body shots that are vicious. They hurt. It's painful, and I to be honest, I feel like I'd rather get knocked out than to get hit in in the liver. Because at least then, whoa, you didn't really feel it. You were lights out. The whole time you get hit in the liver, it's, oh God, I got to deal with this the entire time that I'm awake.
Yeah.
From your vantage point, I mean, the beginning atmosphere and then up until the 7th, how were things feeling?
Um, I mean, pretty sure I said it going in. I thought Ryan was gonna win the fight. Worst prediction of my life. Worst
I'm
prediction.
not gonna lie, I remember when you made the prediction, I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
I don't know what the hell
okay.
I was talking about, man. That was a one-sided ass kicking, man. Like I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Atmosphere was great, but yeah, it's just what was it, yesterday? I got a chance to like talk to like a bunch of fighters and stuff like that, a bunch of fighters and trainers, and just asked them if they thought Ryan quit, and literally everybody said Ryan quit, man. And you know, I I mean, it took me a while to kind of like um I guess accept that because I didn't look at Ryan in that way. I thought even after he got knocked down, I was just like, he's been here before. Like he's gonna just bite down on that mouthpiece and do what he got to do to win this fight. But he did it, and a lot of people were just pointing at as soon as it hit 10, Ryan got up, and a couple people were just like, yo, if he could get up at 10, he could get up at 9.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
I
oh,
had thought about that kind of the same way going, because I had heard it. Oh, he quit. I was like, oh, well, getting hit in the lip. People say that shit hurts. And then when you look at it, it's like, yeah, he went down. He was in initial pain, but then you see that moment he looks up and he shakes his head,
mhm,
and then he looks back down. I see the ref hit 7, and he's not motioning anywhere.
yeah,
I'm like, oh, he's fucking done. I was like, he's not getting up. 8 brings his head up. 9, then he starts at 10, then he stands up.
yep,
And then looking at it going in hindsight, kind of looking at it going, "Fuck," it's kind of hard not to agree with the fact of him just quitting.
mhm,
Because again, you really don't want to say that, especially a fight of this magnitude,
yeah,
that somebody would quit.
yeah,
But that's kind of what it looked like. and it
Yeah.
kind of seemed like Davis was on the hunt. Well, not really on the hunt because Ryan seemed to be pushing the fight a little bit more. Davis was just counter punching after counter punch after counter punch,
Mhm.
and it was two counter punches that put Garcia down.
Yeah, for sure.
And I wanted to ask you this because I don't know how much of it I buy into. Because, promoters, trainers, they say shit just to say shit. Some fighters make excuses all the time. Do you buy the whole rib injury?
Um, yeah, I I do buy into it, but I don't necessarily look at it as a reason why, like he didn't get up, It's it doesn't really matter if you got like shot in the back or something like that, man. Like, if you made that ring walk, that's like, a lot of people were saying that's the biggest fight, of their generation. Like you gotta get up, man. You gotta just find a way to just fight back and make it competitive, man. You can't just go out like that. You can't. 'Cause it's a tough pill to swallow. Like now, you kind of labeled that for like a real long time until you're, presented with an adversary again. I think I said that wrong. Whatever, but yeah.
I mean, for Ryan, like I kind of felt bad for him because I did see the whole, De La Hoya wasn't there with him,
Hmm.
in the post conference fights or the post conference, and I'm looking at it going, wow. And then, seeing things that Canelo has said in the past, about Golden Boy Promotions and Oscar and everything else like that. And then Oscar came out with this half-ass, almost like he tried to make himself believe it while talking to himself in the mirror, reason why him and B Hop weren't there. And, they accused B Hop of putting a steroid cream on. They banned. I'm just like, Oscar. I I don't think anybody in their right mind, one, believes that.
Hmm.
And two, I do think it's a shame on Oscar, especially, given the position that he was in back in the day and stuff like that too, that he would kind of give up on a fighter like that. Now, I don't know how much he truly has given up on Ryan Garcia, but this whole thing with him, the him and the trainer parted ways. Now they're talking to each other again. They might be back. It's a whole situation that I would hate for Ryan Garcia's career to basically take a shit deep dive because of this type of stuff.
Well, it might. Well, it might. It's a tough pill to swallow. The whole death threats thing. Man, come on, Oscar, man. Come on, brother. I ain't even trying to hear that, man. Death threats, man. Who's killing Oscar De La Hoya at the T-Mobile Arena? Come on, man. Like, let's stop doing that. You know what I mean? Like, he just needed to be there, man. Eric Gomez was there, the president, which is all great and fine, but Oscar was the one that needed to be there. Bernard needed to be there, but it was really Oscar that really needed to be there. Just stand by your fighter, man. And it
Do
was
you
just a
think
hard.
Ryan? You think Ryan leaves Golden Boy?
I kind of do, to be honest with
I was
you.
about to say the way it looks, it kind of seems like a really legitimate possibility that
Yeah,
Ryan ends up leaving Golden Boy Promotions.
yeah. I think
Where
that.
he goes to next, I don't know, but
Yeah, where he goes to, I'm not sure, but
you got
I
PBC
mean,
maybe top
I would love to
rank.
see. I would love to see him go to. I would love to see him find his way to Mayweather Promotions, man. I would love that. Say what you want about Leonard Ellerbe, man. He sticks beside his fighters at all times. So, I would love to see Ryan go over there. Top Rank would be cool as well, but you know, I mean, he is a pretty big name. Not even pretty big name. He's a pretty gigantic name. So, I can see him maybe trying to do the whole free agent thing and try to like go with a loan and things like that. But I think it probably would be in his best interest to leave Golden Boy, man. It was just too horrible of a look, man.
But so, do you think Mayweather Promotions would pick him up,
Oh, for
especially after
sure.
all this?
Yeah, if Ryan wanted to get the Mayweather promotions, they'll take him in a heartbeat, like for sure. He's a star, and they'll definitely take him, man. And there's other big fights that they can make for him. If you're with Mayweather promotions, you're basically with PBC. So, I definitely do believe that they will take him in a heartbeat. And if that was to happen, I could see him fighting Rolly fairly soon. As long as Rolly wins next weekend, which he should anyways. And if he doesn't, then that's kind of crazy. But yeah, he should win, and I could see that fight happening. But you know, Ryan definitely should get up out of there, man. He's a star. I think he's bigger than that app. So yeah, I think he definitely should make the move and get one out of here, brother.
Yeah, I hope so, because again, you kind of see it all the time. Fighters that they go undefeated for a certain amount of time. There's all this hype, and then they get that one loss, and it's just hell from there on after.
Hmm.
So I would just hate to see Ryan become another statistic of that. Like, I would actually love to see him bounce back, because you do you do see the talent, you do see the like all of that's there. It's
Hmm.
just the fight game is big on promotions.
Yeah, for
And if
sure.
you're not with the right group, you're not going to get the right exposure, and Golden Boy like this. See, I don't know how many fighters are signed with Golden Boy currently,
Hmm.
but I think this becomes an eye opener to the rest of their fighters.
Nah, no, it won't.
You don't think so?
Nah, I mean, they're
It ain't them, so they don't care, right?
essentially that's what I think. Anyways, like they're not gonna lose their fighters, man. Williams Zepeda, you know, undefeated guy, 28-0, 24 KOs. He's not leaving Golden Boy Promotions because of what happened with Ryan Garcia. It's like, okay,
But
Ryan Garcia.
it at least plants a thought into their head of, well, if I do end up losing or falling off or whatever, like, they're gonna leave me just as quick as they left him.
Mm, I don't really think so, man. Um, Man, I just don't really see it that way. Golden Boy has some pretty good fighters. Their biggest fighter right now is probably outside of Ryan, obviously, is what's that guy's name? Virgil Ortiz. So, he's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? I think Golden Boy will be fine, even without Ryan. And yeah, I just don't think that they'll lose their. I don't think they'll lose their fighters, man. I just don't think that's how it works, man. You see companies do that type of stuff all the time, where it's like, I mean, it's not exactly the same type of comparison, but you'll see like big companies doing like huge budget cuts, something like that.
Yeah.
Um, ESPN are laying off or did lay off like 7,000 employees. And they'll probably lay off like some really big names. But just because they laid off really big names, you don't see us the other big names like, yeah, I'm gonna leave now. Like, no, that's that guy's business. Got
Yeah.
nothing to do with
Yeah.
me. So yeah, that's
I
just how.
mean, I guess if you're gonna go into any professional sport, you should probably already go into with the understanding of it's a business,
Hmm.
that it's a business over your personal feelings type of thing.
Yeah, for
So I
sure.
can, I could definitely see, like, in that aspect, how it's not really going to affect anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, but it obviously from a cat or from a viewer's perspective, I look at it kind of like some shady shit because I mean, I was one of those kids back in the day. I used to love watching Oscar De La Hoya fight.
Hmm.
And then to see this kind of stuff afterwards, like character type of shit, it's just like, oh, come on, man. You can
Yeah,
be better. You can be better than that.
yeah, but if the money right, I'm gonna stick around, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll stick around if the money right.
What's what do you see being next for both Tank and Ryan?
um, for Ryan, I mean, it'll depend on about he decides to go, man. But I see him getting back in there with a relatively soft touch. If he decides to stay with Golden Boy, which I doubt, but if he decides to stay there, I could see him eventually fighting Williams Zepeda. That's a pretty decent fight. I wouldn't take Zepeda over Ryan. I'd be surprised if Ryan loses that fight. Um, yeah, he got a bunch of options. Gervonta has a bunch of options as well. He should definitely just fight the winner of Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. Um, but realistically, he'll probably fight, to me, probably Isaac Cruz again.
Hmm.
Not really something I want to see. Like I don't really rate Isaac Cruz that highly, to be honest with you. But yeah, that'll probably be the move. But I would hate to see it though, for sure.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of looking at it going. You go into what they were calling a super fight, and then you just kind of you would hope they'd try to keep the ball rolling, like big fight after big fight after big fight. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if he went down and fought Cruz, that's kind of like there's better fights out there than that.
Yeah, but if he were to fight Cruz and beat him again, I think Gervonta pretty much he locks up fighter of the year to me. To me, he would. So I wouldn't be mad at it. Those 3 fights in 1 year and 3 really good wins, man. So
Yeah.
be mad at it.
Do you think Ryan and Tank cross paths at some point again?
I mean, 1.2 million pay-per-views tell you that yeah, they probably would, but um
It'd be a while until they do.
yeah, I mean kind of.
Depending on the circumstances, obviously, but I don't I feel like if it's gonna happen again, I mean, I was talking to Kay when we were there because we were talking about possibilities of like the famous trilogies, that fighters have, like the big rivalries back in the day. We basically looked at what it would take for that to happen, and then basically the result of the first fight, it makes it tough for there to be some sort of like build up and stuff like that going into a second fight. Now we were thinking if they were to, I mean, I don't think anybody thought that it was going to go the distance, regardless of who was raising their hand. I don't think anybody thought it was going this, but if it did, that's one of those situations. Goes, okay, this could set up for a second fight, especially if it was like a split decision, in the cards or something like that. Okay, this can be another one. You go into a second fight, something happens there, or even if it's a lot closer than what it was. Because this fight was not one of those that you would look at it and go, oh, because Tank dominated the whole fight, really.
Yeah, but I don't really think the first fight really means anything in terms of like if they would have like a second fight. You look at Floyd versus Canelo, and that was like, besides Floyd getting a majority decision, which didn't really make any sense. He won like every round and was extremely dominant, but Canelo came back and became a star, ran like pound for pound number one and whatever. And like for a few years now, he was just saying that if he fought Floyd, like where he is right now, whatever, then he'd beat Floyd. And you have a lot of people like believing that type of stuff. It's like they kind of forgot what happened that first fight. You know what I mean? So if
I
Floyd,
mean, I see where the argument because yeah, Canelo was fairly younger in his career when that fight did take place.
Mhm.
But you can't discredit who we're talking about.
Yeah,
It's just
I
it wasn't gonna happen regardless of I think where Canelo was in his career.
nah, yeah, for sure, I agree. I guess my whole point is just that you have like a lot of Canelo fans that are just like, yeah, if Canelo was to fight him again, Canelo will beat him, and that's
Well,
just
if it happens now, yeah, look, Mayweather's what 50 something now.
I probably still take Floyd, to be honest with you. Probably still take
Damn, 50-year-old Floyd over.
that brother get in shape. It's a wrap. It's probably a wrap, man. He's not trying to lose, man. But yeah, that's how I look at it. So I can see them eventually crossing paths, but I think Ryan had other stuff he has to do. Um, he's a pretty big guy, so the
He's
whole
talking about, I guess, going up to 140.
yeah. I mean, he was already up at 140 anyway, so he's got some killers up there as well. So
Huh?
he's gonna have to do some shit, man. Like unless he could find a way to beat a guy like Regis Prograis, which at this point I don't think he can. Unless he could pull that off. Then if he could pull that off, then yeah, he can definitely get that rematch. But Regis be on some other shit when he be fighting, man. That dude, yeah, that's not the dude you want to fight.
How are you looking for Haney and Lomachenko? I know we had this discussion a little while ago, and it obviously kind of things point towards Haney walking away, but I still have that feeling.
I mean, hey, I had that same feeling with Ryan, so don't always follow that feeling, brother. That, that shit is no bueno, man. But I think Haney's gonna win the fight, unless if Loma is still in his prime, which I have my doubts, but I mean, he had one bad fight, but if he's still in his prime, I think he's gonna win the fight, man. I think he'll beat everybody at 35 if he's still in his prime. But I just don't think he is. So, I think Haney wins that fight. And Haney I don't know. I could see Haney moving up, but Haney just seems like the type of guy where it's like, yo, nah, I gotta fight Shakur right now. He's talking too crazy. Like
I was about to say, I'm like, I think there's one guy that would have a conversation about.
saying he gotta be like, yo, nah, this dude is bugging out right now. Like, nah, I gotta see him today. So, I could see Haney seemed like the type that'll stick around and make that fight happen. Which, if it did, it gotta be amazing, man. Because Shakur's that guy, man. Shakur's that guy.
Shakur and Haney would be another monster fight that I would love to be able to see.
Yeah, and for some, I mean, it's 50-50. It's 50-50. You
But
know,
again, I just with Loma, yeah, yeah, like you said, like, yeah, you had that feeling with Ryan. Yeah, no, I understand it too. Like I said last time,
do it.
my head tells me what the reality is gonna be, but then I'm just like, I've seen this guy fight way too many times. And I've seen what he can do when he's at his best. And if he shows up at his best, Haney's gonna have a problem. He may still win, but it's gonna be a lot more challenging than he thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, but nah, I don't really care about that. I don't think Haney really cares about that. I don't think a lot of people care about that, man. Like the
Damn.
whole more challenging thing, like who cares, man? Did you win the fight or did you lose, man? Like I don't care if it was more challenging, like, well, you won one or two more rounds, but you still lost. So can you win the fight, man? I don't know. That's just
Fair,
my
fair enough.
that's how I look at it. Like, did you win the fight or not, brother? That's it, man.
And
So
I just look at it because people always come back to, 10, 15 years down the line, people always come back to, okay, when we're going to have the debate of, who some of the greatest fighters were, you look at it's almost like a strength of schedule type of thing. You look at who they fought, and depending on who at that time, or I guess was considered good enough, it looks better to your, I guess, for lack of a better term, goat talk. It just looks better when you have more challenging opponents on your record. That's just that again, that's just me looking forward. I understand like right now, like did you win or did you not? But
yeah,
it's one of those when you look back at history type of things. When the type of guys that they fought adds to the greatness of the career, I think.
yeah, for sure. But did you win or lose, man?
Yeah.
That's all it is, man. Did you win or did you lose, brother? That's the bottom line for me.
And then Canelo and Ryder.
Yeah, I mean Canelo is, I don't want to be disrespectful, but he's gonna beat Ryder for sure. I think so. Ryder's a good fighter though. Ryder's a good fighter. I think he
Uh,
gets a lot much shit, but
They're in Mexico too.
yeah, yeah, bro. That brother get a knockout. Canelo still win on the cards, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no damn way, man. So good luck with that. They ain't like Canelo lose on the. Are you crazy? What? That man had his own gas station out there. I didn't even know that. Like, you done lost your mind if you think you lost your damn mind, man. Like, nah,
I'm
nah.
like, there's no, because I looked at this fight to begin with, and I was like, uh, I mean, I didn't. I mean, yeah, like you said, Ryder's good, but I didn't look at this as anything that would be. It's like, all right, well, who's Canelo trying to warm up for right now? Like that's what it seems like.
Um, nah, I think he's just testing out the hand for the most part. But hey, like I said, man, Ryder's a good fighter. Um, but I don't think he'll beat Canelo. I think Canelo will win. Easy. I don't want to say easily, but fairly easily. Kind of easily. Ryder's a kind of a slow starter to me, anyways. I'll say I do think Canelo will win that fight. And, he'll go into the B-ball fight. Think he'll win that. I think.
He'll win the second time against Bevo.
I think so. I think so. But
Learn from
again,
his mistakes.
yeah, my predictions are pretty bad. So, so maybe he won't. He might lose tomorrow. Maybe he'll lose tomorrow, but I think he'll win. I think he'll beat Beaver on that rematch. Really, for some reason, I think he will. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man.
It's gonna be there's a good lineup of matchups coming up. So again, it's been. I know these last few weeks, especially with the build up with. Did it feel a little underwhelming to you? Like, did
How the
it
fight
feel
played out?
like in the moment? Like, I know it was a shocking moment, like when things were going down, but was it one of those that you? Because it kind of seemed around social media there were people who kind of disappointed in the outcome. Like, it didn't go a little bit longer. But was there
I
any
mean,
part
yeah.
of the fight that it kind of disappointed you at all, or was it all just good?
Nah, I mean, it was pretty disappointing to see Ryan fight. Um, you know, kind of fold his hands in his pockets a little bit, fought a little bit nervously after that first knockdown. So that was disappointing for sure. But you know, Tank is really fucking hard. So you know, can't really fucking blame him. Can't really blame him, man.
One of those guys go, shit, do I really want to get hit by that again? Because
Exactly. So yeah, it's a
he,
tough.
he's he's small, but man, he can. pack a serious fucking punch.
Exactly. So, but yeah, I mean, that was disappointing. But like you said, there's a number of big fights on the card. Um, yeah, a couple that I'm pretty excited for. If I had to think off the top of my head, I mean, obviously, I'm really excited for Inouye versus Fulton. That's gonna be really good. Um, but other than that, I'm really looking forward to Danny Garcia versus Landy Lara. I'm like really, really,
Mm.
really, really, really interested in seeing that fight. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Have you lost all interest in
Yes,
Fred Spence?
yes, yes. Mhm. Yes, man. I'm over it, man.
They did it to themselves.
I mean, if they decide to lock in the deal, I'll be excited. Everybody will be excited. And all right, the fight is here, but
You've already exhausted all of your excitement in the beginning of the whole buildup before it just died and went nowhere.
yeah, I'm just kind of over it, man. Like there's no reason why fights should ever take that long to materialize, man. Like it just should never happen, man. Like it's still a good fight, but there's just some fights, man, where it's just like, we don't even care. Like they should be having their rematch by now. Like it's annoying.
Why do you think they're afraid of I shouldn't say afraid, but what's the main reason why this hasn't been already taken place?
It's just boxing, man. I don't even know, man.
Politics of it? Is that really what it is? Like,
I don't even want to say that, man. I don't fucking know, man. It's so dumb, man. It's to a lesser degree, it's like Charlo versus Andrade, man. Like that fight will probably happen, and it's gonna be a good fight, and I'd be excited to see it, but it's like, come on, man. Andrade's 35, Charlo's turning 33 very soon. It's like, come on, man. Like,
There's other fights that could be happening right now.
yeah, but boxing is always fucking retarded, man. So always,
There's
man.
always something or someone that screws it up for everybody.
Yeah, it's a very, very annoying sport, to be honest with you. Very annoying. So
Well, I'm sure it's got to be annoying to cover.
extremely, you have no idea, man. It's brother.
Like we cover it from like the outside perspectives that you're like in the trenches covering it. So I can only imagine how ridiculous the talks or some of the conversations and stuff that you've heard throughout your time.
I'm just like, yo, what are you talking about, man? Like, just fight the dude. Like, I don't, I don't, I don't get it, man. It's definitely all very frustrating, and just talking to some of these fighters, man, it's frustrating, and it's more difficult than it has to be to like get certain interviews and certain information out of fighters, man. Like you should see some of my text threads, man. But like some of like the biggest names in the sport. I'm not gonna say anybody's name, but
Uh,
some of the biggest names in the sport, and like I can like text them for like a week straight after they said, yeah, yeah, I'll grab an interview with you, and like I'm texting them every day for like a week, no response, and then they'll finally write me back like, okay, let's do it. And then a month goes by and they don't respond, and it's like, bruh, like I don't. All right, man, you don't really care that much. That's okay with me. I don't really care
It's
either.
like you could just say no. Don't waste my time.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Or some people that'll, you'll text somebody at, it happened to me the other day. Like I'll text somebody at 10 p.m. or no, I'll text somebody in the morning, and then they'll text me in like the afternoon, and I'll text them right back. This dude didn't even write me back until like 4 a.m. You know what I mean? And I was just like, all right, whatever. Like, let's do it. Let's set up this interview right now. And then I told them like, all right, I'm ready. I'm good to go. 5 minutes. And then they'll text me back like, you know what? I'm okay. Let's do it another day. I'm tired. All right, man. Forget it. So, like, the hell you want me to say to you, man? Like, it is what it is, man. It's really frustrating. Really frustrating, man.
Oh no, I would be just like, "Bro, I'm not chasing your ass anymore. Just like you want to get your stuff out there. Just like I understand, certain things. You got to get certain coverages, certain stories. You got to press and get on it. But that shit would annoy the hell out of me. Uh,
Yeah, but boxing is well, not even boxing. Just being in journalism. It's not for the weak, man. And it's you can't take offense to certain stuff. You just got to be like, all right, you know, I'll catch you on the next time. It's I don't know. It's hard to find your happy medium. It's really really.
I guess I'm gonna need to find that happy medium before I start
Hmm.
really getting into certain
Good luck with that.
conversations. But I memean, it's not like that hasn't happened to us, before. We've definitely had times where, have conversations. Oh yeah, let's get on, and then just comes time for the show, just
Yeah,
nothing. And I understood what was going on.
I mean, shit. I was just about to say,
And
shit.
it and
I've done it to you
and
a
at
few
least
times.
you had the courtesy to like reach out and be like, "Hey, my bad, this would go." You had the courtesy to do that.
Sometimes
This
I don't think I've done that to you all the time. Sometimes I don't know. I mean, I
I
guess
don't think you've
sometimes
ever ghosted us like that.
I really can't remember, man. I try not to. I really, really try not to because I really don't like wasting people's time, man. I know
No,
people like
and
to start depending on stuff, so it's hard, man. But
no,
what can you do, man?
just
Makes
keep
you
on
crazy,
moving, trying to have as much fun with it as you can, because that's the
Bas-
only way it's going to be worth it.
basically. Yeah, that's the best way to put it, man. So, but yeah, looking forward to all of the fights, man, and
Yeah.
you know, hopefully I'll be sitting front row at a few of them. Should be really cool.
If you be front row at Haney and Loma,
Probably not.
they're in
Probably,
Vegas.
yeah. May 20th in Vegas, so probably not. But June will probably be a pretty good month for me in terms of like actual coverage and stuff like that. So
Be front row at Taylor Lopez.
yeah, of course, yeah, of course. That's it's gonna be an interesting fight right there. I'll tell you that. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. So
That one's gonna.
looking forward to that. Looking
There's a
forward.
lot coming out, and that's what I'm saying. Like I've been very, very interested in how boxing's kind of shaping out right now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. There's things that you would like to see, but I mean, it is what it is. That doesn't mean that there isn't things going on elsewhere.
Yeah, for sure. I
So,
agree. 100%.
so there's definitely good stuff. Well, Hans, again, man, we appreciate you for giving us some time and talking the fight game. Always fun talking and picking your brain about everything that goes on. So appreciate you again for coming on, my friend.
Always, you know where to reach me. Hopefully, I'll get on the next one. I probably won't. I'll probably flop a few times, but I will be back eventually.
You made it for the 200th episode, and I appreciate you for doing that, man.
Had to do it. Once you said that, I was like, ah, shit, I gotta do it. So
Yeah.
gotta be there for you. So I got you,
Hook
man.
them in with the 200 on that one.
Got you, brother. Take
Ladies
care of
and
yourself.
gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen of the Jaffa Army, Hans Themistode, we appreciate you. Hans, we'll talk to you again next time, my friend.
Be good, brother.
All right. Ah, it's good stuff. Hans is always good to talk to.
Yeah, that was very informative.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I kind of like when we do talk to him, like his perspective on things obviously is not completely different, but pretty different of how like I look at things.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to kind of have that conversation, talking back and forth about certain things, like it helped me understand the psychology of the fighter, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because he's so in depth into it, like literally the people he's face to face all the time talking with these guys. So he's in the head. He's in the head of most fighters. So when he's saying, yeah, this is how they're kind of looking at it. This is how they like kind of take that to heart because that's exactly what's going on. So being able to talk to him and kind of get his 2 cents on certain fights that come up. And to be honest, certain fights that I myself wouldn't think too much of. If I hear Hans going like, yeah, this is the fight you got to watch, and this one's going to be a good one, it gets my interest going. I'm going, okay, I got to watch that one, see how that one goes. And I mean, yeah, he says his picks and stuff like that get it a little fucked up sometimes, but it doesn't take away from the fact that the fight is actually good. It kind of lived up to what Hans was saying, that it was going to be a good and entertaining fight. Yeah, so this one he was like, yeah, with Ryan going down the way he did, it was just we obviously you guys have been with us. We have been talking with him, and he's been saying that he thought Ryan was going to win this entire time. And even going as far to say that Ryan was going to stop Tank, so, and you just heard Hans right now, that was the dumbest take he ever said.
I said it right after he said that. When I got back on, I'm like, my man gotta be drunk. I'm almost certain I said that. I stuck with my Tank pick all the way through, and I'm happy. I look like Hescular right now. I promise you. I'm just chilling. Rest of y'all over there looking crazy, like, man, Ryan. I'm like,
Yeah, when he said that, both of us looked at him like, wait. And I remember the take happened right after we had just gotten done talking about how Davis had just knocked out Rolly. And we were talking it up, and even he was saying, Tank is really good and this and that. And then when he said that, we both kind of went, hold on. You just basically put Tank up on this high pedestal, and then we were barely talking about Ryan, and it was, oh yeah, Ryan's just, god damn. So I'm over here thinking, damn, he knows something I don't. Because from what I see from Ryan, like, he does kind of seem like just the social media guy. Yeah, he can fight. He's obviously better than, Jake Paul and all those types of, freaking idiots that go up. But like it kind of seemed like he didn't take boxing as seriously as others. So when Hans came up and said, "Oh yeah, think Ryan can stop him," that made me start thinking, okay, Ryan might be a lot better than I'm actually thinking that he is. And then we get to fight night, and I remember Kay straight up looking dead at me with a straight face. There was no thought in his brain. It's going to be Tank. Tank is going to win this fight. I don't know when. Tank is going to win this fight. Tank puts him down the first time. Kay goes, fucking told you. Everybody else was like, oh, damn. And he's like, shit, I told the man. I told him. I'm glad you made it to that viewing party, bro. That was hella funny. I was glad you were there for the fight. You literally just made it before the main event started.
Yeah, that was fun. Well, I mean, I had a game, but yeah.
You're, can we talk about what happened at your game?
Yeah, sure.
So, okay, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, during the Davis and Garcia fight, Kay had a game in Sacramento, and after that, he was supposed to. Well, his game started at 3. So I figured by the time the game would be done and over with, about 6:30, depending on, it might go a little sooner depending on the pace of the game. He'd be able to make it for the main event, at least for the fight. I called Kay at 3. He said he was at the field. They were getting ready for the game. I was like, all right, cool. I'll talk to you later. Kay, I called you again at 6:30, right? Like 6:30?
Yeah, somewhere up in there.
And Kay said, bro, you're not going to believe this. And Kay, can you let the words that you told me,
I said,
what
shit.
had happened?
I said, shit, the game hasn't even started. Like, the ref's not here. And I don't know what the fuck going on. To be honest with you, I'm all clueless.
The refs were late.
The refs was late as fuck.
We're 3 hours late.
No, I don't know what the fuck happened, but them boys, and they trickled in. It wasn't like they all came in unison. Like, them boys trickled in. Like, one came to start the game and the other got there like a 2 series before halftime. Like, it was crazy. Well, I'll say / the end of the game. So
I called Kay and he's like, yeah, we started hella late. We actually just got into halftime. I was like, oh, you guys got halftime? I'm like, oh, damn. He's like, yeah, but the game's over. I'm like, what? I was like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, they started fighting. What? Okay. Kay just said, all right, they're fighting. Fuck it. I'm out.
I'm not here for the theatrics. I'm out.
I swear. My wife is very interested in your life, Kay.
I'm almost certain. It's like every time she walks by or hear a phone call, she's like, something new.
What happened to Kay now? Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I feel like this need to just go ahead and pass the torch to me because I got to be the most interesting person alive.
We told Jocelyn, yeah, he's gonna come over. She's like, yeah, that's cool and everything. But then I looked at her, my wife looked at her and goes, well, there may be a chance he doesn't show up. And I looked at her and I started laughing. He goes, why? She's like, well, and she looks at me and she goes, certain things tend to happen to Kay at the worst possible time. So chances are there might be something that happens to where he can't make it. So when I called you that last time and I told her what had happened, she was like, "Oh my god!" And Jocelyn started cracking up. She's like, you called it. I was like, but he's coming though. She's like, oh well, at least he's coming. She didn't call that, but you did call something happening.
Yeah. It's very easy to pick up the tendencies of my fucking goddamn wife. Yeah.
You know, I keep thinking about it, going like, I hope everything goes well. Because before, my wife used to just be, oh, you know, is he okay? Yeah, no, everything's okay. It went from is he okay to what happened?
Yeah.
He
If you
knows you're okay. She just wants to know what the fuck happened.
like how in army movies, like you see the one guy, like the fucking the bomb gets dropped or the grenade gets thrown and he's blown by the person and he gets fucking thrown over and then you just hear the fucking constant ringing in the ear and you see the one guy in slow motion just stands up and there's just utter mayhem around them. That's my life 24/7. I'm just being honest with you. And just to put in the confines of the Saturday we're talking about, that is what happened with their team. It was like so much going, like, bro, just think about it. You've been in halftime huddles. You're kneeling in the opposite end zone from the other team. You're kneeling in front of your head coach and your head coach talking. And
Yep.
while your head coach is talking, you just see complete fucking chaos. From the benches all the way to the fucking field goal post, dude. Like, that's how much of mayhem you see just kneeling down in the corner. And it's like you want to focus, but then it's like it's so fucking distracting to where all of the coaches turn around. And now they're trying to tell us that don't go over there, don't go over there. It was like, yep, it's time to go. Signals were made. The refs got the fuck out of there. It's a wrap the fuck up signal, obviously. And yeah, I was
The refs got out quicker than they got there.
They definitely got out of there quicker than they got there because I swear to you, I didn't even see the refs.
The refs said, "Oh, they're fighting." Okay, we're on.
Fucking hit the ground. I didn't see the refs. Like, that's how fast they got the fuck out of there, bro. Before the guy hit the ground that got punched, that got stole on. Before he hit the ground, the refs were gone.
Those refs were already waiting. They were looking for an excuse not to be there. They were already that late. They were looking for excuse already to leave early.
I think the team that we were playing had a reputation. So they got kicked out of the league. All of those players.
So what, the refs were going, yeah, let's just show up a little bit late. Something's going to happen to where the game might get canceled anyway, so we might not even need to show up.
I don't know the psyche of those unprofessional motherfuckers. I'm going to be all the way honest with you, but I can tell you right now, like, that was fucking trash. But
yeah, that's bad.
I have a very big game this Saturday in Sacramento at 6:30. So at River City High School. So that one was gonna be huge against the Rogue. The team I told you that won like 4 years straight, undefeated type shit.
That's them.
They beat them 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they beat them. Like, it was a really close game, but they beat them. So yeah, this team's first year team. I ain't gonna say first year team. It's a returning team of one of the older pillars because it's a new league now. It's it was two big leagues in Northern California, and they merged to make this one league. And now this team has returned from one of the older leagues. You know what I'm saying? It was a pillar in the old leagues and it went away, disbanded, but now it's back. So
damn, and what time does that game start?
6:30. 6:30 p.
Yeah, we're gonna be meeting Caleb and the family and stuff like that over in Santa Cruz.
Oh shit!
Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, because y'all going to Monterey, right?
Yeah. Well, we were gonna go to Monterey, but then we found out that my brother was gonna be in town because him and his girlfriend / fiance Corey, her cousin was getting married today.
Gotcha.
So they flew in for that, but they had enough time. They were talking about for Saturday to go to the beach. So me and the wife were like, oh, let's go hang out with that. We're still gonna do the Monterey trip, together, just us.
Right.
It's just we're gonna postpone it another week because Caleb's in town and everything like that. So
Right.
we're gonna hang out with them over there, do a dinner, and then we're gonna be heading back pretty late. But Marissa's got work early in the morning, so we want to get back as soon as possible.
That's gonna be a long.
I asked her, I was like, could you take the day off? She's like, no, it would take all of my PTO. I'm like, why? She's like, because Sunday is the day that they get the extra $10 per hour.
Yeah.
I was like, she's like, yeah. So she'll probably be passed out in the car on the way home.
Oh, most definitely. Well,
But it'll be good to hang out with the family and everybody.
sure. So do y'all know what you guys are gonna do in Santa Cruz? I mean, it's not really much to do. I would say stay away from the beach at nighttime because them some crazy motherfuckers that fly.
Oh no, we'll be long gone from Santa Cruz by the time nighttime comes around.
Oh yeah, I'm like, boy, oh boy, there's some crazies when the sun.
We'll be back in San Jose by 7. I promise you that.
I'm like, holy shit. Dude, when I tell you locals be out there.
I hear you, bro. I
Man.
hear you. I've seen them.
Shit.
The freaks come out at night.
Man, I literally saw devil work, dude. Like I was like that. I gotta actually get the fuck out of here because I'm not. Hey, look, whatever you get into your thing, do your thing. I just don't need to be around.
Dave's like, I ain't trying to be somebody's fucking sacrifice today. No, sir.
I don't even want to be. I don't even want to see the ritual. Like this, is one of the things where I'm cool with not knowing. You know what I mean? Like,
you'll fuck around and see some shit you didn't want to see.
Exactly, and I'm not signing up for this shit. Like, I didn't sign up for this. Like, you know what I mean?
just wanted to come to the beach and enjoy myself.
Exactly.
Now Satan and his fucking minions have taken over the beachside. What the fuck is going on?
Their minions trying to bring Satan Morley. That's what the fuck's going on. They trying to bring him to us.
We're trying to open the gateway to hell.
Yeah, I'm not trying to see nothing that jumps out of that fire. When I saw the fucking goat head fucking guitar or whatever the actual term is, somebody do not comment. I don't give a fuck that much to learn. Whatever the fuck.
Here he is. Here he is.
What's going on? I had to tap in. I'm still stuck at work, but I couldn't miss the 200 episode. I had to make an appearance real quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
How'd you get him on?
Who all on here? Let's see. Okay. Who else on here?
Who wasn't? Just us. Just us right
okay.
now.
I feel like I got a whole bunch because I'm on my phone, so I feel like it's showing like a whole bunch of screens.
You missed Hans probably about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Hans was on a little bit ago.
Pop in real quick,
How's work going on Cinco de Mayo? Is the whole liquor section gone?
No, it's not that bad. So I haven't been even too busy tonight. It's been kind of a chill day.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess when you think Cinco de Mayo, you don't think Trader Joe's.
Hey, if they knew the tequila prices, they would.
That's why I was thinking your shit would be ransacked by now.
Nah, that's not too bad. No, we had one lady try to steal some. I caught her at the door though. Like,
You didn't give her some like Taekwondo back heel kick type of shit.
Nah, I made her give it back and tell her she wasn't allowed in the store. It's like the third time I done caught her stealing it here.
Oh,
so yeah. She always
I was like, that's all we need to see the film later on in the news. Made it Trader Joe's clotheslines a lady who was trying to steal.
Nah, we'll get fired for that. We can't even touch these customers. But I sure did make her give it back though. I was like, Like, we was all watching her. Like, they came and got me out the back. There's like somebody stealing. I'm like, all right, I'll be up there. Sure enough, it was the same lady I caught before.
How are you stealing in y'all store? That shit's so goddamn open.
Right. And she's so dumb doing it.
It's
the
like
way she does it. It's like it's obvious.
Being in someone's living room where everybody can see you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like short. like in height wise, but I mean, it's not like I'm saying like it's nothing there. It's just like everything's pretty open. Like everybody can see you.
Mm-hmm.
We can see you, Sharon.
They was watching it, even though they was watching it, she still stuck it in her bag. Like we watched it, you put it, and then I asked her where the bottle was. She was like, "Oh, it's in the cart." I was like, "Take me back to your cart where you left your cart." And then she opened her bag and gave me the bottle. Like, I ain't boo boo the food.
Jesus.
Like, yep.
She just said, "All right, fuck it, you caught me. I'm not even gonna try." And
Now, last time she was like, "I wouldn't be stealing if I didn't need it." I'm like, "You can steal food, but you ain't stealing no alcohol." I'm like, you don't need alcohol. That's not a necessity. What you need is AA.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got to tell somebody that on Cinco de Mayo. That's harsh.
All right.
As I drink a beer.
Got it right. Nah, as soon as I get off of here, I'm gonna go to my boy's house over to the studio and get in some late night festivities real quick before I go home.
Hell yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'm finna crack open one of these Pabst Blue Ribbons high seltzer.
I'm sorry. You tell me Corona shit and you drink Pabst?
I
This
know,
is
right?
not beer. I wasn't done. You didn't let me finish. You just the company's name. It's cannabis infused, non-alcoholic.
No,
Okay.
okay. And
Yes.
as soon as you said blue ribbon, I was like, man.
I was like, really?
No.
I was like, you're gonna shit on Corona and you like
Next word,
Pabst? The hell?
seltzer. The next words I said was high seltzer. I had to get that out. I gotta represent. I mean, I had not represent, but I gotta tell the company name. This is my first time trying it though.
You're gonna be falling out.
Never.
You say never, but I feel like there's gonna be a scenario where we're gonna test that theory.
I don't know why. I don't get why you don't understand two things. One, I'm a very big human.
Yep. I know what it's gonna take to do it. I'm fully prepared for it. I know we can get Matchsticks passed out standing up. I know we can do that.
Holy shit.
As long as I'm sitting down, if I'm standing up, I ain't passing out. But if I'm sitting down chilling, oh yeah, I'll lean over real quick.
Same me. Same
If I'm
me.
active or DJing, I'm like, nope, I drink like a fish.
Yep.
Yeah, but shit, let me get back in here. I just want to get on here real quick. I seen the time. I was like, oh shit. Yep. I just wanted to pop in. Cheers to 200 and cheers to 200 more.
Hell yeah.
Cheers.
Appreciate you, Matchsticks. We'll see you again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. I'll be probably not this Wednesday because we got a funeral Wednesday, but the following week. Yep.
Condolences, sir.
Matter of fact, I'm going back to having Fridays off, so I probably won't be on the Wednesday show, but I'll be on the Friday shows.
There we go.
Yep.
We can start the segments.
Yep.
Oh yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Matchsticks, the greatest.
DJ request one.
Yee. All right.
He gets the crowd cheer. He has to get the crowd cheer. Going inside. Look at him. Trying to figure it out. Yep. There we go. Hold on. Let me see where someone else is.
Oh yeah, I hate it. Yep, hate it. Completely hate it.
All right. I do. Oh, yep. Trying to see where Corey's at. He said he was going to be in.
Yeah, I mean, are you trying to get out, you know?
So we're getting closer and closer to the A7FL playoffs, dude. Damn. Time went by quick.
Yeah, that's how it goes, you know. One day you think you're in week one, and then next thing you know, the championship's here.
Fucking week 6.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same with me. Playoffs are right around the corner, and I just started feeling my legs back last week. Like, I'm serious. I mean, I obviously joined the team late, but I just started feeling my legs, like, feeling like I know how to, you know what I mean, run on a football field last week.
Oh man, Corey's got to play the Omegas again, or not the
But,
Omegas, the U.
I mean, it's just those rainy days.
Let's see, the Sick with it are gonna play bro. The Sick with it is I actually like watching them play. To be honest with you,
Yeah, a lot of teams are very, very fucking entertaining.
Lavish is fast as fuck, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
From the Sick with it,
yeah. I know you're
like
talking about.
he's made our top five or number one in our top five list 2 weeks in a row now.
Yeah,
They're just fun to watch. He's just fun to watch. It really is. And then you got BIC versus Silk City, the Animals, and Huff. Ooh, oh, that's gonna be another really good game. Sin City Chaos versus the Olentangy Volcanoes. They played each other once already this year, and that did not go well whatsoever.
What up? What up, Craig? This the rematch.
He ain't gonna let you beat on my
They- it was the David and Goliath situation where Goliath did not die. Let's go with that. The Aces versus the Vibe, the Ghost versus the Orange.
Question
Yeah.
before we go through
Huh?
the record of the Vibe or
Say
any of
what?
the LA teams. You have the records to any of those LA teams.
Let me see.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned those guys at all.
Well, they haven't really been playing. I think this is the second or third week they've actually played.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they did start really late. I'm just like, shit. I want to get some kind of insight on them. I haven't seen them like when I've been passing through on YouTube on Sundays.
They played each other week 5, and they're going to be playing each other again week 6. The Vibe and the Aces. The Aces beat the shit out of Vibe 50-6.
Man, I know them boys can get. I know them boys can get right there to Vegas. Ain't no way they can't get right there to Vegas to play them boys.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, why is it taking so long for?
I can't say that because a lot of people have a lot of life situations. Because you know what I mean.
That is also true, but they started extremely late compared to everybody else. That's why I was kind of
They
like,
probably almost didn't have a season. That's probably why they happened like that. They probably almost didn't have a season.
might be the
Trying
case.
to
To be
secure
honest.
fields and all that shit. You know what I mean? Because they probably get a lot of 707. It's LA, man. They could probably get a lot of 707s, a lot of different shit in that very.
The Aces are 2-0.
Mm,
The Vibe are 0-2. The Hollywood Heroes are 0-0.
Hollywood
The
ain't.
Hollywood Heroes haven't even played a game yet. The Insomniacs are on top of the Nevada division, 5-0. Sick Witted are 4-1. The Force are 3-2. In the Northeast, the Watchmen are on top right now, 4-1, but it's basically a 4-way tie for the number 1 spot at 4-1 with the Watchmen, the BIC, the U, and the Silk City Animals. The only reason why the Watchmen are on top is because points 4.
Mm.
Points 4 or like the net points and everything, the points against.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so at the 5 spot, the Renegades are at 3-2. Snow Tribe are at 1-4. The Buzz and the Omegas are at 0-5. In Florida, the Tampa Bay Nightcrawlers are on top of the division at 3-0. The Ghosts are 1-2, and the Orange are 0-2.
Man,
Yep.
Tampa stuff.
The Ohio division is being dominated by the Chaos right now. At 4-0, the Covington Heists are at 3-1. Volcanoes are 1-4. The QC Crush are also 1-4. California division, we already went through that, and Nevada division already went through that. But that's what the standings are looking like right now going into week 6. It's close, especially in the New England division. It's real close there.
New England.
Not New England. I'm sorry, New Jersey. Northeastern, I should have said. I see the NE and I think New England, not Northeast.
I was like, man, I kept saying it like New England.
My bad. Yeah, New Jersey. Anybody's game, really. The BIC and the Animals are playing each other to basically knock one another out of that top spot.
Right.
The U have the Omegas, so they're, I hate to say it, they're kind of safe. Let's see. The Watchmen. Who are the Watchmen playing? Let me see this.
Man, you never know.
That is true.
Corey might go out there and fucking be like, fuck it. Let's just go throw for fucking 500 yards.
What if he does?
And they win the game and beat them boys.
That would, I'm not going to lie to you. We would never live it down. Nobody would ever live it down.
I mean, I wouldn't have to live anything down because I'm the one that kind of said this fucking prediction. So I'd be like, Corey, I have full faith in you, man. I have full faith in you, dude.
Country K has full faith in Corey Hammond.
Got full faith in your ability. On your offensive line, however, you got too many wide receivers and a tight end. I don't have faith in them.
The Watchmen and the Renegades. The Renegades are kind of a tough match, though. They've had a pretty good defense all year long. They're literally like one game out of being in the conversation of one of the top spots. Sitting at 3-2. But I mean, the Watchmen are that is a super team, to be honest. That's bro, if the Animals beat the BIC,
it's very possible.
Would that not cement Huff as probably like, I mean, they already probably kind of consider him the greatest quarterback in A7FL history.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard them say that.
But that would kind of like, if it was in any doubt, that would kind of cement it right there, wouldn't it?
I mean, not that regular season win. I mean, if it was the playoffs,
probably a championship, huh?
If he knocked them off in the playoffs and like kept going, or like win the championship, like then you have to get him that he went to a whole nother team. He pulled a Brady, went to another team, won a ring.
Yeah, but it's wild because Silk City has not been.
And boys are sorry shit last year. That's
yeah.
Same thing like my Bucks.
The Silk City Animals are turning into the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
No, but they can pull a feet off like we did if they win the championship.
That is wild. If Huff he basically took a no-win team from 0 to hero. That, I mean, yeah. I think if you did have any sort of doubt before, it disappears after that. So like for the A7FL championship game, let's just say for selfish purposes, what matchup would you want to see? Like what's a matchup that you would want to see going into the championship game?
All right, what's the 2 worst teams?
The 2 worst teams? You're looking at hold on.
Obviously, the Omegas ain't won shit. No disrespect. but y'all didn't win a game.
I'll give you the offers. The Buzz, the Omegas, the Orange, the Santa Monica Vibe, the Heroes, and the Vegas Gold, and the Pit Bosses.
I would like to see the Vibe and the Omegas play each other. See
The
Corey in the championship.
Corey Hammett. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. That would be interesting. To be honest, I don't think they actually have a chance to make the playoffs at 0-5 right now.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's that thing done. That
But
bird.
as it sits right now, who would be? So I guess let's not take intriguing matchup because I guess that adds a bit of favoritism to it, like teams that you like the most or whatever.
That's why I went to the bottom feeders.
Yeah. So how it kind of sits right now, what do you think the championship's going to look like?
I have no idea. It's too many teams tied with a one loss. You know what I mean? It's not like we have enough separation to be able to like, all right, we got enough. You know what I mean? We got a 4-way tie in one league. Then you got one team that's undefeated in another league. Well, in two separate leagues. It's too, you know what I mean? Like it's too close to actually make those predictions.
It is pretty wild how
I'm
many
not gonna
teams,
say that.
like throughout the league, how close they are.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying for me. I wouldn't necessarily say for you. If you feel it different, then that's fine. But I mean, for me, it's like I said, there's too many teams with too high of a record right now. Like they got to be able to play each other and have more of a challenge. I feel like they'll play each other like in a few weeks. Some of these teams that's like very close in record or similar record or same record. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll sift out all of this bullshit. Then I'll probably be able to make a better prediction in a couple weeks.
So the way I'm looking at it right here, so I'm looking at the Eastern Conference, right?
All right.
There's going to be 4 teams that make it. And the way it sits right now, it's the Tampa Bay Nightcrawlers because they're undefeated.
All right.
And because of like the points for net points and everything, how it sits right now, it would be the Watchmen, the BIC, and the U, along with the Nightcrawlers in the Eastern Conference playoffs. In the Western Conference, you would have the Chaos, the Aces, the Insomniacs, and the Sick with it. That's your Western Conference playoffs right there. To your Eastern Conference.
So where do Ohio falls in?
Ohio falls in the Western Conference, and that's where the Chaos is from for Cincinnati.
Oh, I didn't hear you say.
Yeah, my bad. The Chaos are coming out of the Ohio division.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just didn't hear chaos. All right.
Records wise, though, I mean, depending on how it goes and how they kind of do it, the only reason why I say the Aces is because they're at the top of their division. But if that doesn't go into case, then it'll be the Heist, the Covington Heist from Ohio over the Aces. If you talk record, because they've played more games. But if it's going like based on top of the division or whatever, then yeah, the Aces are at the top. And then the top 2 teams in the Nevada division are the Insomniacs and Sick with it.
All right. Yeah. No.
And I think, to be honest, the Western Conference Championship
Mhm.
is going to be the Insomniacs and the Sick with it.
Think so.
Yeah.
So you don't think
Chaos, the Chaos are good, and I've seen good things out of them, but something about Sick with it and the Insomniacs are just
ridiculous.
Yeah, they good. But that one game I saw with the Chaos, I was like, yo, something up with these boys.
Yeah, they're definitely. I'm seeing their points for 164 to points against 6.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I would call that Western Conference so quickly. I'll tell you, the chaos, that's respectable on a high level.
Yeah. 158, the net points. Like that's pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dude, I'm telling you.
So if you go by net points, if you just go strictly by net points, the Western Conference is the Insomniacs versus the Chaos.
Which I like that. Ohio versus Nevada. I like that.
That'd be a good one. Yeah, I think so too.
Because that's basically what they said. They had all those guys from those other teams join to make the Insomniacs. So that's damn near like a Vegas All-Star team.
Yeah.
That'd be tight.
Chaos versus the Insomniacs. And then the East. Ooh, that one's a little bit trickier.
Yeah, I don't want to call that one because I'm biased. I want to see Tampa in that motherfucker. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I don't give a fuck who comes out of Jersey. I want to see Tampa in that son bitch. Get the asshole last time. You gotta motherfucker pinch a motherfucker or something. Can't be out here on some bullshit like that now, embarrassing us.
Let's see. If we go by net points, I mean the Nightcrawlers net points, the points for 164, points against 38, net points 126. The only one that's higher than them net points wise is the Baltimore Watchmen, who sits at the top of the Northeast with 221 points for, 69 against, 152 net points. So like again, if we basically do the Western Conference the same, or the Eastern Conference the same way we did the Western Conference and go just by net points, it would turn out to be the Tampa Bay Nightcrawlers and the Baltimore Watchmen. And I'm sure that would piss off so many people in New Jersey.
I piss off all of them. Every last one of them. Everybody in Jersey be mad as fuck.
Just it would the first time that a New Jersey team, I believe it would be the first time that a New Jersey team did not represent in the A7FL championship.
That'd be funny as shit.
That'd be wild. I would say we did just talk to Big Rob about that not too long ago. About the idea of everybody catching up and, what the league can possibly look like being a lot better than, than what's anticipated.
I promise you, if it's Florida versus Vegas, I'm gonna be Florida up and fucking down. I'm gonna have a Tom Brady jersey on. I have a Bucks fucking Letterman on in 100 degrees. I'm be out that motherfucker. I'm talking about they're gonna be like, you not supposed to be buying shit in me. I'm from the state, 30 minutes up the way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. They made the chip. They are not my favorites, but they are from my state. I will represent.
Is what it is.
Now, anybody else make it, I will be bipartisan like a motherfucker.
But if it's Tampa,
but I'm not rooting for them in the shit. I'm just representing my state. Nah, fuck that. They make the chip. They're gonna be my favorite. They make it to the chip. I'm repping the state.
So you're gonna tell me if Orlando Ghosts make it?
Orlando Ghosts make it. That should be the fucking goddamn. That'd be a magician's goddamn trick. The way y'all told me that first game turned out.
What about the O-Town Orange?
Bro. Didn't you say they were 1-2 or 0-2? Oh,
0-2.
yeah, see, yeah, no.
But what I'm saying is just like, I say if those other teams were in that situation of possibly making it to the chip, would you represent them because it's, the state of Florida?
Yeah, I'll represent 407.
I was gonna say, or are you just saying that because it's Tampa
No,
that you're gonna do it?
no, I'll represent 02. Ain't shit. Yeah, I'm out there. If it's the ghost, I'm in purple. If it's the orange, obviously orange. I got an orange Bucks jersey. Ain't shit.
The Ghosts jerseys are actually green.
That's even worse.
Or am I thinking about the Heists?
I thought the damn Nightcrawler shit was lime green.
The Nightcrawlers is a lime green. I think the Ghosts is like a more. They're more of like a hunter green, I think. Or I might be thinking about the Heist though. Covington Heist is the one that they're a green team also. I don't know, man. I think that's going to be that's going to be a fun time. I'm glad we're going to be a part of it. Like, I'm super happy to get down there to see both the Western Conference title game and then the championship. It's going to be fun. Go see Derek and everybody. Bro, that's going to be a fun time. What are we going to do out there, though?
What, Arizona?
Well, that's for the Western Conference. I'm talking for the actual title game.
I mean, it's Las Vegas. There's several things. I mean, I'm going to try to catch up with my friend Brad and ask him what's going on. I ain't seen him. Hopefully he's free. I ain't seen him in years. I mean, shit, I don't know, dude. It's a lot of shit to do in Vegas, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit to get you in trouble, and I don't know.
Fuck no. Your mind went to trouble? Hell no. I have shit to do the next day, sir. No.
Oh, we got a game to cover.
That day, all kinds of stuff to do. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, no, I'm more or less saying like, you know, things we could do like to block.
I'll tell you what's going to be fun though. The championship party.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool. I'm definitely fucking taking an Uber.
The championship party is going to be fun. That's just going to be so fun.
I'm taking an Uber.
Bro, we're going to be fucking partying with Big Rob, Corey Hammond, Matt Ryan.
And a champion.
And the champs. Probably even with players that just come over to take the trip just because.
I'm gonna be honest, I want to see the Arizona shit. I've never been to Arizona before. Vegas is cool, but I want to see Arizona.
Arizona's cool. Very clean. Like the highways and shit, very clean.
That's good. Shit.
That's gonna be damn. Like parts of me want the animals to make the championship, so just so we can like talk to Huff for that historical standpoint and everything. And because we're talking about it like that would be like insane if they actually made it. But then it's like if the BIC go, you'd get to meet, Starry and Worthy and basically every other legend on the BIC.
And an ice cream truck.
Ice cream truck, Kenny Stansberry.
Yeah. You got a few different guys. And if the U make it, you got different players on that team. You know what I mean? Then
There's
you got so many different players and so many different teams you want to make. Just being a fan of a league, you know.
It's gonna be wild, bro. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
excited.
tight.
And I still feel like, even though it's going to be there, a lot of the players who played in the Nevada division
Mm.
are going to be there, either in attendance, attending the party, whatever it may be.
Well, they're in their backyard, so yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be easier for them to be able to, or most of them to show up than it would be, most of the guys on the East Coast. Not to say that they won't. I'm just saying it's easier.
I mean, me personally, if I didn't make it, I still would try to see what that championship party looked like, or like all the festivities that go with the A7FL championship. Just one.
And I feel like they're going to do it big too, because it's the first time that it's two conferences.
Like, say if I was fucking what's my man name we just had on? His name was Juice, right? The receiver. Corey receiver.
Goose.
Goose. Okay. Goose. All right, yeah. So if I was a player like Goose, because this was his like first year, right? In the
Yep.
A7.
Yep.
I mean, if he had the ability to, I would check it out. They're a bottom feeder team. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. Like, I would go check that shit out to just see what it's like. To be like, all right,
Give you that motivation.
Right. Just to see what it's like, and then just visualize myself on that shit. Just to see it one time. I wouldn't do a number one time. Be like, all right, it's a cool Vegas trip, coming to see this shit. You know what I mean? Like, granted, I ain't played, that shit would eat me up, but it's like, hey, Vegas, see this shit.
That shit's gonna be so fun. The week 5 final scores. The U beat the Animals 39-12. The BIC beat the shit out of the Snow Tribe 40-12. The Renegades beat the Omegas 45-0. Listen to this one. The Insomniacs 86-0 over the Gold.
Hold on. Can we take a full timeout right here? We need a full stop. Please press the brake and the emergency brake. Stop throwing coal in that motherfucking fire. The train has to stop immediately.
Yep. 86-0.
Okay.
Hey, here's the next one. Tampa Bay Nightcrawlers.
Hold on. We can't breeze by the 86 because we have to talk about at what point in time does the team heart go
Well, at one point it becomes they're just walking zombies. They're dead. They're just moving on instinct at this point.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. At what moment do they die? What point do you think the team dies?
When it
die at 14.
As soon as you get to the point where it's 50-0,
you die at 50?
Me, I would be like, all right, there's no point in me playing anymore. 50 points, 50-0. Yeah, I'm done.
I'll be honest. I still probably be playing hard the whole fucking game. I'll be mad as shit though. I promise you that.
86-0. Like, oh, I was about to say, there's more crazy scores that we got to talk about. Tampa Bay Nightcrawlers over the Ghosts. They beat the Ghosts 62-0. Oh, wholehearted ass whooping right there. We just talked about the Aces and the Vibe 50-6. The Watchmen went just like their logo, which looks like the Doom Soldier. Basically took their weapon, or in this case their boot, and shoved it straight up the DC Buzz's ass.
What was the score?
60-0.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Big time ass whooping.
Jesus.
Volcanoes in the Crush competitive game at the Toilet Bowl of the Ohio Division. 25-24 Volcanoes. Good for them getting their first win. The Force beating the Hunters 53-0.
the Chaos beating the Heist 26-0. The Sick with it kicking the shit out of the Kryptonite 52-6. And then the Over the Top beat the Pit Bosses 84-36.
Yeah, that Watchmen DC was the fucking worst. That shit was the worst.
You mean the Insomniacs and the Gold, the 86-0?
That was the Insomniacs. Fuck, my bad. Jesus.
So the week before, let me see if I can pull it up. Because the week before, the Sick with it put up 90.
What was the other? What would they allow?
I thought they were gonna try and go for 100, but
What did
the mercy rule hit when the fourth quarter hit.
But how many points did they give up?
Like 30 something, 36.
Nah, 84-0, still the worst I've seen.
Yeah, 84-0 is pretty bad.
That's the worst, bro. They almost had 100 points. 100-0 is absolutely. That's like it don't matter what you do. They had damn near 100-0. Like 0, bro. Like
big old fat fucking goose egg.
Jesus Christ. Like, bro, they literally walked to the end zone on you.
Every time.
Oh my God. 80,
Yeah, that's an ass whooping. I remember seeing that score going like, wow, okay.
84-0, bro.
86, sorry.
86. So they kicked them the fuck out of there? They kicked them the fuck out of there. That's what the fuck you telling me right now. That's what happened.
I didn't even think about it until you just pointed it out.
This gotta be a clip. That's gotta be a clip. They kicked them the fuck out of there.
86 their ass.
Bro, as somebody on the goal, somebody gotta be mad. Somebody. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Love him to death. I was mad as shit when my little brother got me kicked out of the club. And I was fresh home from California. And I'm like, how the fuck I get kicked out of the club? I didn't get this little shit nothing. Like,
oh, shit, Karen.
No, I mean little shit.
I didn't even think about it until you just pointed it out. You're like, damn, so they kicked him. I was like, oh no.
They kicked him the fuck out of here.
Wow.
The fuck out of here.
Wow.
Well, y'all got booted. Y'all got booted. No, Lord. This not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Insomnia is not like this. You have to be stopped.
You have to be stopped.
That's not cool.
This is a tyrannical rampage right now. You need to stop.
I don't know what the hell going on. Somebody pissed off somebody. Somebody said something. Who pissed him off? Who pissed who off? What'd you say? What'd you do? What'd he say? What'd he say?
It's just like, man, at what point do you just let off the brake or let off the gas?
I'm gonna tell you right now, they ain't let off shit. They ain't let off shit.
They kept that shit full intention of trying to score 100 points.
Yeah.
The Gold gave up before they could do that.
Because they knew that shit was gonna happen. How much time did they? Where did they forfeit at? What time?
I want to believe. I'm not 100% certain on this.
All right, put a percentage on it.
But I'm like 70% sure that the Gold gave up with about 5 minutes still left in the game.
That's 100 points. That's 100 points.
Easy. Yeah. Easily.
They ain't scoring 14 points. You think they can't score 2 touchdowns in 5 minutes?
Oh, they can do it easy. That's what I'm saying.
They obviously stopped them for fucking 80 points, 80 plus points. They stopped them before, so they ain't like they can't do it again. 2 touchdowns, man, shit.
Some of these scores, I look at it, I'm like, these are Arena League scores.
I ain't gonna lie to you. They would have had to score one more time on me. I can't get 86. I can't get 86.
89, 90, 90 something. Fuck it. Not 86.
You gotta put 92 up. 94. I quit at 94. 94, 90, you know what I'm saying? 97. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna try to go for that 2 point to get 100. You know what I'm saying?
I would rather them go Wilt Chamberlain than the 8-6.
Nah, 94. Y'all gonna get me on 94 right there. Like, all right, goddamn. All right, nah. They probably get the 100 on me.
You're not the Wilt the Stilt treatment?
Yeah, nah, the full zero, they would have got the full clock on me.
We might need to pack up the team and just like stop playing if that happened.
Nah, I ain't gonna say all that. That's a good learning lesson.
A learning lesson?
Yeah.
That's a bit of an upgrade from a learning lesson.
Nah, that's a learning lesson. Bring your ass to practice. That's clearly a team that don't go to practice. That's clearly a team that don't go to practice. They just be out there on some weekend warrior shit. It's a lot of teams like that. Be getting maxed out. I don't play on so many leagues, so many teams where teams don't go to practice and they be thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do this, don't do that. Don't realize you went to a low-level school and you was good on a low-level school in a low-ass league with a bunch of little-ass kids. And you was decent. You weren't even like that dude. You was decent. And you trying to come out here with grown men doing some extra stuff. And you be, you know what I mean? And stuff like that be happening. Like, folks be really hitting the gym, making time, like, to go to the gym and do things. You know what I mean? Do extracurriculars and make sure they right. But
it's like, damn, man, and you're getting your ass whooped on international television.
I mean,
it's not just local.
I'm gonna tell you right now, them Germans turned that shit off at 50.
What the fuck is this shit?
Das.
That just like on an international level, you are getting your ass whooped, maxed out, kicked out, 86'd out, the whole fucking thing.
Unless it was the fucking goddamn Insomniacs part of the pub. Then they watched that shit all the way through, singing songs when they got to 50. They were singing songs for 36 straight points. Unless it was the Insomniacs part of the
fucking hooligan style, shoulder to shoulder.
Tell you, for 36 straight fucking points, them boys is in there fucked up. That shit became a drinking game after a while. How many times them boys can score? I mean, how many fucking attempts they have before they score?
What do we think of the gold? Shit. What do we think of shit? The gold. We hate gold. We hate the 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 gold. It just turns into a whole fucking thing.
Damn. You personalize it. That was a little rough.
I had to personalize it just a little bit, even though the Tottenham version is much better. Obviously much better. But you had to personalize it a little bit. You can't say Vegas because both teams are from Vegas.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Their team name doesn't set up for much success for that one.
Yeah, no.
I'm aware.
Hey, look,
We'll try it anyway.
I'm going into my second Pabst hot seltzer.
Oh, okay. So this might get a little bit more interesting.
I'm diving into the second one. The second flavor, the first flavor was strawberry kiwi. The second flavor is daytime guava. This one, right?
Hey, bro, can you actually bring up the top 5? It's on YouTube right now.
Yeah. Un momento, sir. Poor favors.
So we could either go through all of them.
Poor favors. Yep. It's not Prunedale, motherfucker. Beef Masters? Yeah, the Beef Masters on there, huh?
I was gonna say start with week 1 because we haven't shown any of them on the actual show.
I mean, you trying to do all 5 of them right now?
We could do all 5 of them, or do you want to just do the one that week 5?
Yeah, I'm probably good with week 5 only.
Week 5 is cool then.
Yeah, already.
If you guys want to check out everything else, week 1 through 4, go ahead and check that out on YouTube. Tornado Bros Productions. And you can look through it on TikTok too. The All Pro JAFFOs over on TikTok. Those videos get pretty decent views on TikTok, so here we go.
All right. Actually, I probably should. Never mind. I've already got it here now. Fuck it. And it's our shit. Too.
Turn the volume down just a little bit on it.
Park the bus time. You have the lead. You know if you can do it. Wow.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Oh, and Moon cutting to the sideline.
Chill out.
Whoa. Picked up inside the end zone.
Butt fumble.
Wait a second.
That's a touchdown.
Wait a second now.
He landed.
Hold on.
I think he landed on the animal's defender when he went down, so he wasn't touching the ground, and we're going to have to see what the call is. I don't know what that call is, but my goodness.
They're not calling a touchdown.
We'll take a look again here on the replay. Look, he makes the smart decision because the pass isn't there, but with ball security being an issue, it's still always a sketchy play. Let's see if he goes down. He's on top.
Oh, that's a fumble.
That's a fumble.
That's a fumble.
He landed. That is the first time someone landing on someone's
That's a
head
very,
with their tuck
very
is
bad
leads to 6
secure of the
points.
ball.
Wow. That's the first time. Fumble.
Hey, that ref brain poncho was atrocious.
Three minutes into the game, and the score is 16-0.
This was part of that 86-0 ass whooping.
Right to the far side. That is.
He blew him a kiss right here. Bye-bye.
And he's going to wait bye-bye.
No.
15, 10,
Go on.
touchdown.
Yeah,
Insomniac.
later.
That makes the score now 22-0 with less than 3 minutes off of the clock here in the first period.
Hey, my
the
man,
Insomniac.
rethink your life right now.
Eldridge back to pass, getting some pressure, unloads down the field, and it's caught by Rockford.
Look what a man.
He makes it. He finds his way out. He wrestles his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Number 19, Rockford.
I was like, when I saw that one, I was like, God damn.
Volcanoes.
Yeah,
Score
that's
at
a
the
big
moment
one.
is 8.
That big
I was
one.
like, you tossed the other dude off him while the other guy was still on his leg.
So Rockford called for it.
Y'all are entirely too small over here.
Over top catch.
You didn't know what you was doing.
Wrapped up. That's
Get off me. Excuse me. Get off me.
finds his way out, wrestles his way. That's a big boy right there, too.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Person to get him down. There's no shot.
get on me, little fella.
Fucking
Yeah, you gotta hit that. You gotta hit that.
hit the backflip on him. And then Lavish.
I could be jinxing because tonight this is official.
Yes, absolutely. KG takes the snap, hands
Oh,
off to
there goes
Lavish.
Lavish.
Lavish up the middle, bounces
There
to the
goes
near
Lavish.
side, and gets
Oh,
struck by
wow.
his horse
Got
collar
hair
and
pulled
shot
and shit
down
and still
into
made
the
it.
end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, come on, fella. You grabbing the man by his hair. What are we doing here? Are we beauticians or are we football players? You trying to style the man hair? What are you doing? You got no other reason to grab that man hair unless you're trying to do it.
I think he let it go because he could have been called for a horse collar.
Oh no, for sure. That's exactly what was happening. But I'm saying, like, that's my response to motherfuckers that grab motherfuckers' hair.
At least he let him go and didn't follow through.
Look, there
Give him
was no
some
way,
sort of credit for that.
no way for him to make that tackle other than grab his hair. And he found that advantage. He did it enough to where that could have slowed him down. But that guy was churning his legs was churning so fast, his legs literally just took him to the end zone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
Pretty much.
even if he let go, that shit would normally slow a human down.
Normally.
Yeah. So him doing that action, that's something he does probably all the time.
Lavish ain't normal.
And I don't know, because if you a clean player, all right, cool. I don't want to make it just seem like you dirty, but that's still my response to motherfuckers that grab motherfuckers' hair. The only reason why you should be grabbing their hair unless you're trying to do it.
Don't pull hair, guys. If you're gonna make the tackle, make the fucking tackle.
If you twist dreads, do that shit on your own time, not on the football field.
Oh man, A7 fell. It's nice stuff. Good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody had or is having a safe and fun Cinco de Mayo. If you're hanging out with us, watching and listening, appreciate you guys for doing so. 200 episodes is a lot. And like again, looking back on it, all the things that we've done, all the people that we've talked to, the situations and stuff that we're currently in. I'm glad we decided to do it. I thank Kay and Mad Six and Maverick and everybody else who's involved and stuff like that all the time, because literally without them this wouldn't have happened. So I appreciate the hell out of you guys.
Yeah.
And once again for the JAFFO army for giving the support and stuff like that to be able to put a smile on our faces, because it's always good when we get feedback. It's always nice when hearing family members and friends and stuff like that telling you that they were listening or they heard or they saw or something like that. So it's pretty cool. Kay, you got anything before we take off?
Yeah, thank you everybody. Continue to check us out. Got new endeavors coming up. Please stay tuned for that. New vlogs and new stuff coming up, man. Make sure you guys check out our YouTube channel. It'll be updating and changing and getting more beautiful as the days progress. As days progress, things are gonna get
there's a ton of things coming up that so I went to Best Buy yesterday and I'm looking at like a computer set. Like I want to get a computer and stuff like that so I can do stuff like this a whole hell of a lot easier than having to do it from the phone and a shitty laptop, you know. And with the price range, everything that I need and stuff like that, I think I can get that and make it happen within the next month and a half or so. So with that being said, like Kay just said, there's a lot more coming. And with our own technology advances and stuff like that, that what we can get and what we can do, um, that means we can upgrade, we can get better, and we can start showing a whole lot more than what we already do. Um, Merchandise coming very soon. I promise. I have been constantly asked, I no cap, no nothing. I shit you
Hold
not.
on.
I've been asked this.
Hold on. Whoa. Did you say no cap, sir?
I did. I
Interesting.
did one time. It
Interesting.
almost didn't taste good coming out.
It didn't sound good. I'm just saying, like it didn't sound right. It sounded like or something.
Yeah, it wasn't really forced, but
Damn near grabbed your pocket knife and tried to shave that square into a circle. I'm just gonna say that to you.
yeah, let's just fuck it. Never use that one again. But like real shit, I have been asked about merchandise and stuff like that. So that's coming soon. A lot sooner than people think. Uh, the good things are starting to happen, and
yeah, buddy.
it's the outlook of everything is turning into something that me and Kay and Mad Sticks and with Caleb and stuff too. I'm actually planning on, and again, this is if everything kind of falls right and goes according the way that I'm thinking. We are going to have coverage from the F1 race in Austin.
When is that?
That one is in I think it's October.
Interesting.
I think it's in October. It might be sooner. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to actually let me look at it right now.
Yeah, look that one up. So, because I need to figure out how long I have before I have to start back stripping. I gotta start back stripping. I got like a lot of these trips I can't just miss. Like I want to go to Japan. That shit costs $4,000 though.
Just to go to Japan?
Well, yeah, because I was looking it up. Well, it's this fucking comedy group called Dorantainment. They're going over there, and they have like a whole package, and it's like a tourist event thing. It's like I think it's like 3 days, 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they do a bunch of shit, go to different places. You know what I mean? Do different things. So it's like a whole package. It's all inclusive type situation. I don't want to say inclusive, but it's like it's a whole thing. You know what I mean? That shit $4,000. I want to do
that. F1 is in Miami this weekend. Let's see. I'm looking down the.
Not possible.
Why is it? Oh. Oh, come on.
How's the TikTok coming along?
It's getting views. It's getting up there. Remember that one Street Beef video we had?
Mm-hmm.
It's closing in on 10,000.
Hey, look, man, we gotta definitely watch Street Beefs a lot more, dude.
I feel like it too.
I'm so on,
especially with those results.
I still watch them, just not as frequently than I used to, because I'm seeing more shit on YouTube, going down more wormholes.
Hold on.
phrasing was crazy, but whatever. Not really.
Let's see. Yeah, it's the weekend of October 20th through the 22nd.
So the weekend before Halloween?
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, that's the week. The 24th is definitely the weekend before Halloween. Halloween is the 31st. Every year. Every year. That's 7 days.
Yeah, the tickets that I was looking at would be right by the starting line.
What is that a good place to be?
I would say so. You get to see the start and finish, of the race.
And who's winning each lap, right? That makes sense.
Yep. And that's where like all the celebration stuff and everything like that happens.
What do they do at F1 races? I know that got to be like more upscale. Motherfuckers just sitting there. Like, are they walking around with fucking
What? What?
waiters walking around with champagne and shit versus fucking motherfuckers tailgating and drinking Coors Light at goddamn NASCAR races?
So they have like the regular stands and stuff like that, but then they also obviously have like the VIP paddock areas and
Right.
all that kind of stuff, but
So there's tailgating at F1 races.
not like you see NASCAR where you see the trailers like in the middle of the track type of shit.
I'd be like, holy shit, that's tight.
Like not like that, no.
Motherfuckers is in the shits.
But when you go to different places, especially the street circuits in like Monaco and stuff like that, yeah, you see, people from wherever they live and watching the race from where they live and the yachts and all that other shit that are out there and kind of like that kind of you see that more often on the street circuits.
But this Austin, Texas, I don't know what to expect. You got to give me more insight.
I mean, I'm just from what I have already seen, they have stands and spots where people can like sit and watch the race and stuff like that. I mean, and depending on where you're sitting and stuff, obviously depends on the price and your view of the whole thing and stuff like that.
Right. So how much was the starting line tickets?
The which ones?
Starting line. You said the starting line. You were looking
The
up.
starting line tickets, the ones that I saw, and no free ads, but maybe free ads. Maybe we can get them on board. Shout out to SeatGeek. I was looking on that app, and the starting line one, the lowest is like 1,300. So,
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
you're gonna have to do a whole hell of a lot of stripping,
Fam, that's $6,000 between two trips. And that's not including the extra money that I would need. So basically, $10,000 between two trips. Do you not know the amount of stripping I would have to do? And if I was good, I would get it very quickly. But I am not in shape right now.
you'd have to do some stripping and a little bit of manhumming. You'd have to go some Deuce Bigelow in that shit.
That was so fun. Those are funny movies. Shout out to everybody involved in those films.
Eddie Griffin, Dan Schneider.
So, yeah.
Good shit. It's good shit. But yeah, I mean, the way again, like I said, if things fall the right way, I was gonna be able to get down there, and then him and I would go to the race, because I even saw the race weekend packages.
like for all 3 days for Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
And those were like just $100 more, like 1,400 in total, not per day. Or actually, you know what? I might have been wrong looking at that. It might have been, yeah, this is, it's 1,400 per day, and then
That is a
because
completely different mindset versus a 1 day thing for $1,300, Josh.
yep. You know how much 2 tickets? So the VIP tickets, 2 tickets at the starting line spot, almost 10 grand, bro. Almost 10 grand for the VIP because you get like the full weekend and everything. Like all the little gift packages shit that F1 gives you and all that kind of stuff. Almost 10 grand. A little less than 9 to be exact, but still.
It might be because I don't drunk one. I've already drunk one of these Paps, and halfway through the second one, and I'm vaping now. And after smoking a few different situations, because we're talking about F1, this is doing a conversational fucking curve you're hitting me through right now, Josh. The amount of downshifting and upshifting you're hitting me with these prices.
See what you did there. I say it because you kind of understand. Like it's so, and let me be very clear. If I were to do this for like me, for Caleb and everything else like that, it'd basically be like a late birthday gift for him. But if I were to do this and I told him, I'm like, this is like one of those, don't make a habit of let's do this every year. Like, no.
Absolutely not, sir. Look, hey.
This is one of those we want, because it's like, and the reason why I chose the starting line is purely for the experience.
Okay.
I was just like, if we're going to do this, I want to, and this is going to be like because I understand how expensive Formula One races are.
Oh yeah, I know now.
And there's 3 races. There's going to be, starting next year, there's Vegas, there's Austin, and there's Miami. And then the rest of them are all over around the world and stuff like that. But the tickets are super expensive, so this would be like one of those things. It's kind of like a once in a lifetime. If we're gonna do it, let's do it right, type of thing.
I wouldn't say lifetime, but
I mean,
with the incline,
once in a long motherfucking while.
Yeah, let's say that. Because I feel like with the incline of everything we're trying to do, I feel like that'll be nothing after a while.
I was gonna say after a while we might actually be able to cover it from the inside with the passes and stuff like that.
It just all depends. Like we do this, we got to make it a vlog and then be able to, show them some.
Yeah. Let's see if I can convince Caleb to do a little bit of writing. He hates that shit, but
writing. And like column writing?
Yeah.
Why does he
Or
hate?
he can just give me his thoughts and I'll do it.
Is he like really good or something? That's why you were saying that?
I'm saying like his thoughts on like his whole thought process on how Formula One is, like how he sees the races. Because to be honest, like every race that he's picked, like he's chosen, like, oh yeah, these are going to be the top 3 racers. This is going to have. He's been virtually spot on with almost every pick. He's more right than he is wrong.
Well, I mean, you have about 3 months of footage to be able to just collect his thoughts.
Yeah.
Then you could literally put out a philosophy book for him and then just give all the proceeds to him at his wedding. Don't give them to him until his wedding though. Like you just like give him big ass shit and be like, dude, thank you. It's like, no, it's from your book.
You remember? Yeah, this is your memoir of Formula One.
Yeah, like Like, huh, what? Yeah, so we've been selling this and it's been fucking flying off the shelves and yeah.
People
So
like it, man. You're a New York Times bestseller. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations, man. You're a fucking millionaire now. What are you gonna do with that money? Going to Disneyland? What's happening?
oh, that shit'd be fucking hilarious.
He wouldn't know how to react, bro. He would start crying. I promise you he would.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
I promise you he would start crying. He's like, "Ah."
No, the ugly cry would be fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not good in those situations. I laugh. I am not
Yeah,
good.
you and I would look at each other and start dying and be like, oh, we had this plan the whole time.
Yeah, I would just look like the asshole.
Yep. People would be like, he's crying. Why are you laughing? You have no idea why. Oh, we just made this man a New York Times bestseller and he didn't even realize it.
I can see that. You
I
so
was like, he's happy crying right now. Trust me, he's not sad. He's happy, ugly crying.
though.
But but yeah, definitely getting like the columns and stuff like that going. For sure. Because that's definitely something that they look at. Not just like the credentials themselves, but um like your writing and stuff like that and what you do. So you're pretty well versed in that now,
and what?
column writing?
No.
No.
Hell no.
Got it. All right.
I knew somebody that do that, that used to do that, but I mean, yeah. That was
I
then.
mean, I'm decent just putting my opinion on a fucking.
I'm a video guy, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that. Just go ahead and say that out loud.
All good. But I think if Caleb actually like started doing it for Formula One, he'd be pretty good at it.
Hey, look, I really think that that idea, that joking idea, was something we really could fucking do.
Yep. He's just got to not be a lazy fucking do it.
No, I actually meant do it for him.
Oh. Damn, so he's gonna get the A+ grade for not doing shit. He's gonna be that guy.
All right. Didn't know your brother at all through any of his educational years. So I'm gonna just say it out loud. But again, he is a quarterback. That is all I'm basing this off of.
Trust me, he's smart. He's smarter than he lets on. He's a quarterback, yes, but yeah, he didn't like people like, oh, well, he didn't graduate high school. I'm like, yeah, but the reason why he didn't graduate high school is not because he couldn't. It's because he got so bored with how fucking easy the school system was, he just stopped.
Yeah.
And then he dropped out of high school and got his GED and, all those certificates and stuff like that, and was fucking practicing with me and everybody over at City by January. Already enrolled in classes and everything. He's not stupid. He's very smart. The dude's got a 155 IQ. He's not dumb. He's just very picky when it comes to what he does with his time.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Not trying to switch gears, but the Suns are leading the Nuggets right now with 3 minutes and 33 seconds left in the fourth. They
By
might
3?
No, they're up 6.
Oh.
It's 3:33 left. 304 now.
There's time.
Yeah, but they're up 8 now.
Oh, they might be pulling away.
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. Hold on, I can actually.
I mean, you had to think the Suns were at least going to get one, right?
Oh, I figured that this is going 7. All right.
Oh, you thought the Suns and the
Yeah,
Suns and Nuggets go 7?
I thought it was. This man Jokic just hit a fucking floater. Soon as I click watch, it comes in. He gets an and one bucket with a floater. He floats toward the baseline, threw that bitch in, and made the free throw. It's 104, 109. 304 left. Soon as I click watch, I have the volume down, but yeah.
Fucking A. NBA playoffs are pretty interesting this year. Not gonna lie.
Most definitely. It's
Not
definitely
gonna lie. Very entertaining to watch so far.
for sure. I love it.
A lot of like coming out parties style games from different players and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been pretty cool.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
So when we go to these, like when we go to Arizona and Vegas, right?
Right.
We're saying that we're doing our media thing, but we're also, the podcast and shit like that and trying to get our name out there. So would you want to do like or try to see like what we can do to like get involvement with Derek and like with Matt and them to try to see like if we can do anything other than just do the media aspect?
Right. Oh, I was hoping, and I had talked to Matt about this, so I don't know,
Like interviewing guys or anything like that?
from there, it'll probably kind of come to fruition. But I did mention that, like, while we were there for the championship weekend and stuff, to do basically what I would say a combination style podcast, because you would have Derek's podcast that they have out there in Nevada. Then you'd have the 3-on-1, and then you would have us.
Right. Well, hold on. What's Derek's podcast name?
The what?
What is Derek's podcast name?
I have to look at it.
Because
The other side. It's not the other side of the ball, is it? No.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out a little combinational name right quick.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Did you hear me that whole time?
No, I did not.
Okay. So I said it is called Other Side of the Ball. So you'd have the other side of the ball, the 3-on-1, and the All Pro JAFFOs.
So 3 all post sides of the ball.
3 All Pro sides of the ball.
Yeah. I mean, it would be 3 on.
And 3.
If I was
3 podcasts.
If I was trying to fucking like balance it out, but the logical way to say it is 3 all pro sides of the ball. You know what I mean? But they don't have their name is 3-on-1, so the only make it sound right would be 3.
But no, 3 all pro sides of the ball would work because, again, it's 3 different podcasts. All pro essentially indicates that all 3 of us are good, and then sides of the ball basically are different sides, are different views on what we see.
Yep, that could be the collaborative show name.
I like it. I definitely like it.
Well, I mean, we'll see how it goes down, but I mean, I like the sound of it. It definitely sounds like something that could.
Yo, Devin Booker's going fucking crazy. I'm just gonna say this out loud. It's 116-107. And it's a minute left.
How many points does he have?
I don't know, they didn't show it yet, but he just had like 2 back-to-back plays.
One minute left?
Mm-hmm. 9-point game. It's over.
Yeah, it's pretty much done.
Yeah, Devin Booker's going insane right now, bro. I'm never buying those again.
And they're in Phoenix?
Yeah, they're in Phoenix. It's the first game in Phoenix.
Got it.
That's what I'm saying.
Had to at least take one at home. Why not take the first one?
I'm gonna be real with that. They might play a little better without Chris Paul.
That kind of sucks to say sometimes, right?
I don't know, just right now, because he might have already been injured and just slowing these motherfuckers.
It's not to say that he would hold them back. It just they seem to hit a different level.
I don't know, right? It's just the way they're finishing out this game. I could be wrong. I didn't watch the whole game though, so I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on this weekend. A lot of sports, a lot of fights. Everything's, for this month is looking pretty good. XFL championship happening soon. A7FL playoffs and all that stuff coming soon. Like these next few months are going to be pretty eventful. So definitely keep on the lookout. Hit us in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe, share to your friends. All the social media handles you see them down there. They're all pro JAFFOs on essentially everything. On Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, on YouTube and Facebook, it's Tornado Bros Productions, and then on Twitch, PvP_studios. Join up. It's been a fun ride. 200 episodes, like Madsen said, 200 episodes. Let's get 200 more. It's gonna be a thrilling and eventful couple of months. You're not gonna want to miss it. This coming Wednesday, Coach Zoe, he's gonna be on with us to talk the upcoming season for San Jose State. And to basically come on and be able to talk more with him because he's always very insightful and very good every time we have him on. So we'll see him on Wednesday, and then next week Formula One once again with Sunshine. He'll be back. I might try and see if I can get a 10-15 minute conversation on film or something like that and put that on YouTube. And maybe with predictions for the weekend or something like that. So we'll see how it goes. So we'll appreciate you guys. For myself, JP, for Country KK, you got anything else before we take off?
Are you serious about that conversation? Because I can give you a tripod. With the attachment for the phone.
I think we'll.
Like I have a small one and I have a big one.
I don't know if I'll have enough time to make that stop.
All
I'll
right.
see if you're where? In Gilroy?
Hell no. I told you, dude, I live in the East Bay.
Oh, you're in the East Bay now.
Dude,
I don't know if I'm going to be coming through that. I might be going down through the 5 to get down there. Because we're going straight to Santa Cruz first. But we'll figure out a way to get it done. I have a stand and stuff like that here too, and I can even maybe grab one on the way out.
All right, cool.
So just to get that down.
But as far as my last words or whatever. Yeah, so a few things going on tomorrow, guys. Like you got San Jose State spring game tomorrow. Make sure you guys go check out the festivities. If you're in the San Jose area, go support those boys.
Brewfest.
Yeah, Brewfest. That is also going to be at that festive occasion. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all go check that out. That's an all day thing. You know what I mean? So the spring game is morely just the draw in. It's the big draw. I ain't gonna say the draw in, but it's the big draw of that day. But it's a lot of different events going on leading up to that big draw. So like Brewfest and things of that nature. So make sure you go check that out if you're in the San Jose area. If you're in the Sacramento area, and you want to go check out, some semi-pro football, you can check out, the River City Tigers. We're facing the Rogue. I forgot their name. It's East Bay Rogue or something like that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're 4-2. Those boys are 5-1, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, or they could be 4-2 as well. I'm not entirely sure. They're the 5-1 and 4-2. They were something like that. But
Gonna be a battle.
it's gonna be a good game, big game. So yeah, man, y'all go check us out. We're at River City High School. It's a night game at 6:30. So yeah.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you guys once again for hanging out with us. For myself, JP, for the 610 Beast from the Southeast, Mr. Country Kid. We'll see you guys next time. Deuces.